very rarely do you get to see somebody who is that logistic base from Youth Congress, Bobo Tariq Mayake says, well, the move will lead to severe economic hardship for the people in host communities who have fully supported the operations of the oil company. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
We as the youth and as a community, Chevron being in this work, it helps us a lot because our book has been employed and the salary. And if Chevron leave this facility now, it bring back hunger to the community because many people go under the raft and we increase poverty in the community. So we are not supposed to Chevron and
let's be working hand. Exactly. Now, it said severally that look, some of these community leaders, some of them just want to collect more money. Some of them impose certain tariffs, certain demands, that are just unreasonable for the communities. For the companies to actually operate. I remember on this platform, we had somebody somewhere from the east, I believe, somewhere in Abia State, who made mention of a company who came to, as it were, take stones, had granite, I believe, and then they gave the company some outrageous demands. And after a while, the company says, we can't do this. They packed and they moved. And according to that report, that place, that facility is still there, moribund. Nothing is happening. Now, nobody wants economic downturn, though it does happen. Nobody wants to place a region in a state, of calamity or retrogression. But there is an onus, particularly for those within the Niger Delta. What exactly is the problem with communication, particularly from host communities? Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I enjoin you to please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Do not make comments that you cannot substantiate. All right? If you didn't quite see it or hear it, don't make mention of it. And very importantly, do not make comments that might be seen as inciting.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230007, and 08179230009. All right, join us via WhatsApp 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Please, Facebook and Twitter available on at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info, Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria PH, and youth president. How can communication be improved? So people want to have jobs, people want to have economic activities. So 923-093-00 your location in the studio 017-923-00003, 0817-923-0007, and 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, first message here says, good morning, Jude. One of the problems that many of these communities have is the amount of greed and laziness. Lots of them would vie for positions from these oil companies. They know they cannot do the job. They know they don't have any interest, and they sell it, leading to corruption, leading to quarrel. Sometimes I don't blame any company for wanting to leave an area. All right, Moses is saying. 903, good morning, please.
Yeah, Mr. Zion, good morning to you.
Good morning, Zion. Compliments of the season to you.
Same to you. When community leadership is being characterized by lazy and jobless people, they intend to put their anger and frustration on those companies in that environment. And they now introduce issues like levies, dues, marching ground, increase of their house rent, shop rents, and commodities. That is the problem. Why companies are finding it so difficult to grow here in River State and Niger Delta at large. No sole importance of the reason most companies were formed to make profit. and making of the profit, there's also a ground where they also share their profit, which they call the CSR. Growing up as a child, they give community leadership to people that have jobs, people that have farm, people who are working. Those are the secretaries, community chairmen. Have the job to do. People who are working, they don't embezzle community funds. They even bring development. They go to bid for companies. Come to my community. There is cassava. You people can use this. Come to my community. There is some bank. You can do this. But today, look at the kind of community leaderships we have.
So you are blaming the leadership for some of this problem.
If the leaderships are intact, the leaderships are working, they have their own businesses. If the little children want to go and frustrate community or the company's logistics, they will stop them. Don't do that.
Sunday is a rumor hollow. Sunday, do you agree with Zion? Good morning to you, Sunday.
Yeah. What I want to really say is that I don't really agree totally. Is that the oil producing companies have to, be open in their engagement process.
Okay.
More often than not, what they do is to actually single out some few influential people in communities who are particularly from that particular family land where the facilities located, and then engage them. Well, that's not wrong. But what I'm saying is that all shapes of people, in that community must be engaged in their operations. Like the youths, the marketing and all that, those who are influential, and then you engage all of them and be open in a town hall meeting and communicate this openly. Have the time to come to the community with people who understand what is going on there. Not just few persons who are kids or elders who live there, and then make everything secret, between
yes,
so
yes.
that the youth now are, they feel that they are disconnected. And when they begin to react, there's going to be crisis and all that. If they are, communicate effectively and they're very open in the engagement process, and it's done in the community, in like a town hall meeting, session, everybody will be what's going on, and then nobody will feel cheated and all that. So that has been the problem, So let the commission be open and be more transparent. And I'm sure there'll be more, little crisis to be reduced by minimum. And we can go on the operation because it's symbiotic relationship. This, I think, is what should be done. And probably the community, shall, operate in the community. So that has been a problem over the years. So this, I think, will improve engagement process with their host communities. Like the PIA issue that is up now.
Yes.
So open. People should meant to know about PIA and then engage them fully, and all to be, carried, along, and everybody brought on board. And then I think that the operations will be seamless, and they will have development in the community. Thank you.
Sunday, thank you very much. Very concise description of what the problems might be and the solution. That's Sunday from Rumor Hollow. All right, very appreciative of your comments, Sunday. We have a caller, but we have just about 50 seconds to go. Hello, 9.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, please, we have just about 45 seconds. Can you just, talk to us your views, please?
So my view on that is that, sincerely speaking, the company should not go, and the host community where the company is sited, they should do their best to see that if employers have been given to them, let them bend down and do the work. From what I see, many of this work, the leaders of the community to the outsider, and at the end, the youth are going to suffer. For example, I from a layman, I know O'Neill. When Intel and rest of the country, over 400 and something companies were there.
Okay, so we have to go now, but I think we get your thoughts. We'll be back after this break, please.
Nigeria Info. Right back after
is Hello Port Harcourt, and as always, we start off looking at something concerning this wonderful city. It's a business conversation, it's an economic conversation this morning, and we go down to the roots, not just to the creeks, but down to every single creek and corner, where you have a business venture. Particularly in Nigeria, that is very, in quote, host community based, and none more so than here in River State, where almost everywhere is a community. Rumo Gist, Rumo Chakara, Rumo Lumini, Rumo Masi, Choba Alu, Rume Pringpom, you name it. The Rumus are everywhere. The children of all these communities, like to have their voices heard, and usually they do so, using communiques such as maybe letters, emails, sometimes even a face-to-face meeting. All well and good. But on a larger scale, particularly for those communities that do play host to oil installations or big factories, big companies like the ones you have in Transamadi, like the ones you have in Onair and the ones you have in some parts of the state, right? People are very likely, and this is an international practice, to have a sit down with these investors. Okay, you want to come, you want to take away, if it's crude oil, for example, or if you want to, manufacture cement, whatever it is. All right, you need land, fine. How are you going to maintain the environment? What are the benefits? They have a sit, then maybe they draft a contract, they have an agreement of some sort. All well and good. But in recent years, particularly in River State, over the last 2 decades, there have been so many confrontations with host communities and companies, some accusing companies of not doing the needful, tricking them, renegating on their agreements. And some companies would say, look, some of these host communities have become very hostile. Their demands are excessive. Sometimes they border on blackmail. Yes, they do. So how can these relations be better improved, particularly from the host communities? We've had conversations about what corporate social responsibilities is or are, depending on where you're from. But what about the host communities? What exactly should they be doing? Now, in this case, you have representatives from the youths in Oguwolu saying, look, please don't leave. The community is safe. It's okay. We don't want this company to leave, talking about Chevron. If you do, it's going to cause some economic back turn. Hear from him.
We as the youth and as a community, Chevron being in this work, it helps us a lot because our book has been employed ending salary. And if Chevron leave this facility now, it bring back hunger to the community. The community will go under the ransom and we increase poverty in the community. So we are not supporting of Chevron leaving this facility. And besides that, our place is peaceful now. There is no crisis, there is no militancy. So they will not say it's because of insecurity they want to leave. So please, Chevron should remain back. Let us be working as a community and company.
Okay, so let the hand of friendship be extended. Let's everybody work together, right? So how can this be better worked on? Yes, if you've ever worked at any site, if you've ever lived, have your business in Port Harcourt and you've had issues with host communities, raise up your hand and then, tell them how you would like them to communicate.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
07009230923 that's a smart number. Drop your name and your location. You get patched through so I will get to know directly with whom we are speaking with. And then 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on Twitter. All right, as always, please be reminded, keep the volume of your radio down. If you cannot afford to do that, maybe step away from where the radio set is, and also refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't quite see it or hear it, do not make unsubstantiated claims, and very importantly, do not make comments that might be seen as inciting. Well, good morning, Jude. Most of the host communities people don't like working, but they move from one area to another. A particular community sent their Christmas requirements to my school. Guess what? 150,000 naira and 30 bags of rice for a school that they don't care about the well-being. Ezekiel, are you serious? 150,000 naira and 30 bags of rice? Wait. Let me get this straight. So they're asking a school. I don't know from this comment now. I don't know if it's a primary or secondary school. They're asking a school to give 30 bags of rice. Let's assume it's the smallest bag, the 5 kilogram bag. I think that's about what, 6,000 or 5,000 these days, right? If they give 30 bags, that's about 180,000 naira already. Then you now want them to give 150,000 naira to what for exactly? Now let's assume, please, let's not, as it were, tilt the conversation to a side. But let's assume these needs are, genuine. Okay, what would you suggest, right? You listening, what would you suggest be the best modus operandi, the best mode to make a request for these items? This is for a school. 30 bags of rice. Oh my goodness. 070-0923-0923 070-0923-0923. All right. Let's see now. 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0007, and 0817923-0009. All right. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 08090306416, 08090306416. Ezekiel here continues. It says, Jude, okay, I've read this Ezekiel. Okay, all right. Frank here is saying, Jude, it's not just the first time. If the listener should call and tell you some of the requests they've received from this host communities alone this year, you'll be surprised. You're talking about CSR. Does CSR have to do with giving people rice and chicken for Christmas? Did they ask the business how they've been thriving? This is the problem. They don't. All they do is bring false letters, fake letters, and make outrageous demands, and they expect you to oblige just because you have a business in that area. That is not how you communicate. Frank is saying. All right. So how then, Frank, should these, like I said, imagine if this letter came to you, all right? I'm not saying you must make this offer, because I don't think there's a law that says you should. But how would you want these communities to communicate these requests to you? How? Maybe the manner in which it was done is what is affecting, the relationship. Maybe that's why some companies want to move. Maybe that's why some companies want to stay. I don't know. Walter is on the line, and let's get to hear from Walter this morning. Walter is speaking to us from Rukwaku. Good morning to you, Walter, and compliments of the season.
Same to you, my brother.
Welcome.
But only this year it has not been easy. If not, you would have heard from me before this time.
Interesting.
Jude.
Yes, please.
What we are discussing. I know when I was doing a revenue job in Transamadi for Obiabo, I know that communities have already understanding before companies they start operation. and that understanding was written. And then anytime it gets to maybe October, November, the community will now raise a letter reminding those companies. Are you getting me?
Listen to you.
And the companies themselves, they know that this is an obligation and this is what they're supposed to do. It's not that it's a tax. It's an understanding. It happens in many communities. It's not even in River State only. Lagos, it happens. And many states. So, but the thing is, if you have understanding with the community, and it might be this year, you can meet up, you're supposed to reach the community, tell them, so, assuming we have been paying 50 bags or thereabouts, and this year things are bad. We are paying 10 bags or 20 bags. We have reasonable people in the community. I think that will not bring problem. Do you understand now? So, but I don't think here in Obiapo, where I come from, I don't think that people will force companies. We don't do that. It is agreement already written before the company, came in. So that is how we operate in our own place here. I don't know your other states.
Yeah, okay. Let's look at this state now. Now, you just mentioned for Obiapo. Now, I read a message now. Somebody said a school got a letter that they should bring 30 bags of rice, and
That's
wonder.
What I have told you already. Or maybe it has been an understanding before the school. Okay, did you ask the type of school?
True.
Is it secondary school or primary school or this mushroom school? You don't know. And do you know how much each student pay in that school? No, let us not go there. But it has been an understanding with the community and the people there and the company or the school. I think that is how it is done.
All right, so there has to be an understanding. Walter in Rukwaku is saying, "Thank you very much, Walter." All right, let's come here. This one here says, "Hi, Joe. Good morning." This one says, "Good morning." Lots of these communities, do not necessarily force. However, some people in the community use the good name of whatever CDC chairman operate there, and then go around extorting from people in the guise of the community chairman. A lot of people are falling into this trap, and that's where you have people who are not happy doing business in certain communities. Okay, that's a possibility. Jude is in Omuma. Good morning to you, Jude.
Yeah, Jude, from what I have said, for example, he did not even tell us what these communities do to make such demands. Corporate responsibility should be what the company can afford to do, not under duress. These companies, for example, if it's a new business company, we go to Obiapo, buy land like any other person can buy land, establish a business, and somebody who has sold the land to you will come again and make all the demand you cannot afford to. Does that make sense? Yes, that's why companies are moving out. Operational cost. The operational cost is very high that they can't meet up. What do you expect them to do? Move out to a better environment where they can do business and make profit. That's all business is all about. It's not something you do under duress. I know these multinational companies, what they pass through is hell. Corporate responsibility is what they just get on their throat. You must agree. Because these companies probably are making a maximum profit, so they agree to stay. But with these small companies that cannot make all that profit, what else can they do? Move out. A company like Chevron, logistic, what they do at One is logistic operation. I work for multinational company, multinational oil company. I know what they do. I know how One looks like. They lease the place and pay rent. So if they find out that the cost of operation, letting their vessels run in and out of your net, and loading their materials. That's what they do, their pipes, chemicals for drilling and all that. It's very high that they can't meet up. What do you expect them to do? Move out to a better environment. That's it.
Okay, all right. Junior Muma says that it's not their fault if the cost of operations, outweigh or outgrow their revenue or their income, their profits. It's not going to be a substantial or substantive agreement, whatever the agreement is. All right, WhatsApp now 0809-030-6416. This one here reads: no business signs any MOU to provide items for Christmas to any host community. Let them go and make such demands to the government and see how it goes. Akala in Port Harcourt. Well, Akala, I don't. Well, you may have a point, Akala. I honestly don't know, but I'm sure you are making this response to comments made by one of the callers, Walter, right? I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know if maybe when you open your shop, or maybe if you have a business of some kind, maybe a big business or a medium scale business, I don't know if the community people come down and say, okay, every business brings a goat. I don't know if that's true. All right, I don't know if they ever make that kind of agreement. So Akala may have a point here. Well, Jude honestly doesn't know. I don't know of any such agreement. But Walter says, well, a lot of times, they do have. There's an understanding. Maybe it's for those bigger corporations. Maybe, who knows? Anyway, 070-0923-0923, 070-0923-0923. Please follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, Facebook and Twitter. Follow, drop your comments on the subject matter. We're talking about community development, and it's in response to one of the communities here in River State saying that, look, this company, don't leave us, we don't want things to go bad. There's been several instances of some companies folding up. 923, good morning, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome. It's a pleasure. Compliments of the season to you.
The issue we are looking at, or you are looking at, is that the multiple taxation in River State is causing a lot of, harm to even the communities themselves, because they may not know when these companies, entrepreneurs, are relocating to other places. They have a jobless situation in this state. I am calling you from Abia State, sharing common boundary with Rivers. And did you know that what happens in Port Harcourt? This is the reason why I am calling. Affect me here. If all those demands, if things begin to work properly in River State, I benefit from it here. And I talk to my community people here that they should stop all this oppressive manner they deal with entrepreneurs and all the rest of them. Let those in authority look into it and do something.
All right, thank you very much. 92.3, good morning, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, please. Welcome.
Yeah, Jude, good morning, Jude.
Welcome. I can hear you. Welcome, please.
Yeah, I can hear you. My name is Mr. CJ.
Welcome, CJ.
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Go on, please.
See, this taxation in River State is something Hello?
Yes, go on. We're struggling to hear you, but go on, please.
Yes. Okay, I said this one.
Oh dear, CJ, apologies. The connection with that line's not very favorable, but you can send us a message quickly on WhatsApp 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. That's where you find us on Facebook, on WhatsApp and Telegram, please. Okay. Message says, PSD says, water is correct. I have seen such agreements before. Okay. All right. So, Akala, somebody's corroborating what Walter made mention of, that some companies, some businesses have an agreement with the community to do certain things. That's why I said, look, it's very possible based for the bigger corporations, the bigger firms, and things like that. So I don't know about people who have small supermarkets. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Okay, all right. Let's wrap this up this morning. We have just about 50 seconds before we get to a commercial. All right. At Nigeria Info PH, on Facebook and on Twitter. Message here reads, Jude, some of these requests are not even official. Many of them are some people who just masquerade themselves as representatives of the community. And this happens because a lot of people in these communities, in River State in particular, carry on their activities exactly like this. They saw their fathers do it, now they themselves are doing it. Ooh, strong allegations. Very strong allegations. Okay, all right. Jerry says, before diving into such issues, a little background research is needed. At least I know the partnerships done in Lagos and host community agreements, so people don't speak from one side. I think some leaders of the communities take advantage of their positions to malign the goodwill of the people, chiefs, CDCs, and such. Okay. Hello, Pataka returns.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.